Good morning. New day, new blessings, and same abundant source of creation, abundant source of love, abundant source of light.
Amen.
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, and even if it's not Sunday, while you're listening to this, it's still a new day. And so give thanks for the newness that is here, the newness that's before you. Give thanks to the breath in our lungs that's allowing us to be here and now. Give thanks to yourself. So we'll take 3 deep breaths and then we'll get going. Inward and onward and Godward.
Yes. Yeah, let's do a breath inward, a breath onward, and a breath Godward.
Yeah.
So if you can, if it feels comfy, you can close down your eyes and settle into your body, settle into this space that is home to you. And we're going to take a breath that moves all of the energy around our body right into our heart, into our center, because this is the life-giving bank, the life-giving center that propels us and moves us. And so we'll just put some attention on it and bring some love into it. And so we'll take a deep breath in and hold it and feel that center expand and get a little warmer. And on the exhale, we'll send that energy back into the space around us and release. And we'll take another breath, using that energy that is within us to propel us forward, to propel us onward in this day and all that we have to do and all that we get to do. And let the energy in this breath fill our bodies with vitality and allow it to move to all the corners of the body. And breathe in and hold it. Let it charge you. And breathe out and release it back into the space. And on this final breath, we'll take all of the energy within us and without us, and we'll channel it upwards, up to the crown, beyond the crown, up to the ceiling, beyond the ceiling, up to the sky, beyond the sky, up to space, beyond space, and up to God, up to where God resides and watches and guides and knows and feels and sends down love. And we'll breathe in hold it and channel that love back down into the body on the exhale. And let's begin.
Inward, onward, and Godward indeed.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was beautiful. That was so, so beautiful.
Thank you. I feel like we all need that at the beginning of a new week.
New month.
New month. And like, this is a culminating month I feel like for everyone on the planet, you know. And there's so much energy, usually, of feeling undone and, you know, wanting to wrap things up and wanting to complete. And in that completion, like, I don't know, I feel like we forget that there's so much creation. It's like we've completed an entire lifetime that we wished would happen. And we don't think about the lifetime. We don't think about what it took to begin that lifetime. We're like, we just need it to be over.
I feel like this season of reflection comes with many emotions for many people. Because as you talk about that, we've come to completion of some sort of cycle. You have to rewatch, relive, refeel what it took to complete whatever it is. And if you feel satisfied with the completion. And I feel as if our call to be creating higher than we are means that we have to reflect bigger than what we can see, if that makes sense. So when you're at this season of reflection, you can't just look at what's in front of you, but you have to look at what's within you and what's beyond you.
And we were thinking of, you know, what to speak on this morning and what to share with each other. And we always just come to each other with beauty. We come to each other with stories, with secrets, with scripture, and with
Sisterhood.
and with sisterhood,
And with sass.
spice,
And spice and sugar and
all things
nice.
We try. And this morning, you said so many things that landed exactly where I needed them. One of them being that our destiny or our higher calling, which is something that I think about very often, you know, like, I don't know, we're both Sagittarius, is like, we think about the farthest and the highest place possible. That's where we aim to go. That's what our each day, yeah, that's what the bow and arrow's for. It's like, we want to go high and far, and we want to think high and far. And so on this path, like day to day, I'm always thinking, like, what is the bigger picture? What am I doing this for? What am I inching towards? And you said that our destiny or that place is there, but it's not inevitable.
It's at stake always.
Yes. Like, it is written. We believe that it is written.
1,000.
But it's not guaranteed for us to meet it. Like, we have to actually choose to inch closer to it. And this is something I say often to myself too. Like, every day you can inch closer to yourself or farther. And you inch closer and closer to your destiny by your own will and by the decisions that you make and by wanting to do so. And I needed to hear that because it positions me on that path once again, like, to recenter all the things I'm doing in my life. And that is a good place to start, starting a new month.
Yeah, I feel like this episode will be split into just that, inward, onward, and Godward. And so when we're talking about inward and reconnecting with your center and your own destiny, that's your own work. That secret place that you go to speak to whoever it is you speak to, whatever it is you speak to, even if it's just yourself. That secret place is between you and that.
Yeah.
For me, it's that space is between me and him. Like, that's something I can never share because it's deep corners of my own spirit that don't translate to words just yet. And so that reconnecting with your center, that reconnecting with your calling, that reconnecting with your destiny is an inward practice. It's an inward acknowledgement before you can even make the choice that pulls you closer or further.
We have a very solid inward practice. I think over time we've cultivated that. I cultivated that through, I don't want to use the word indoctrination, but like being a child, like being taught to pray every single night before I go to bed, before every single meal. Like a lot of people can see that now as, you know, I was being forced to do something, or I was being pushed to do something that I didn't understand, which is in a way true consciously, but my soul understood that that's where I needed to be. Otherwise I wouldn't have been there. And so I, every single night since I was a baby, have gone to that secret place and just have given thanks, like shown gratitude and been in that reflection state, like, what did I do today? And why am I grateful for it? What did I do this week? Why am I grateful for it? And that's snowballed into this whole practice that is at the center of my life. That is why I am the way that I am.
The like making the list, the clear list, what felt good, what didn't, and then doing more of each. Not each.
Well,
doing more of
well, the contrast.
No, you feel doing more of what's meant for you.
Yes.
Doing less of what's not. But it's that going to that place with thanksgiving first.
Yes.
Like always give thanks, then acknowledge where can you grow in who you are and who you're meant to be.
How did you cultivate that?
I was just gonna say, I was raised in a very grateful home, so giving thanks is always first. But I think what we spoke about this morning at church actually was how light cannot exist without darkness. And so I think for me, it almost took me to wander away, to wander into darkness, for light to be like, oh, this is actually what you need for life.
Yeah.
Now that you felt what it is like to not have it, you understand the importance of choosing to have it, because it's there for you at all times, and by His grace it's always there for you. But for me it was like I had to venture. I had to wander a little bit in the dark to be like, oh my goodness, life is actually because of light, and I'm allowed to choose light every single time. And when I don't, I'm allowed to fix it and come back and choose light.
You can always fix it.
Always.
And what would you say to someone who feels like going inward is dark? Like if they don't want to go inward because they're scared, or because it doesn't feel like a safe place of comfort, or
Always to sit with it. I think me giving advice or giving wisdom always feels so wrong, because only you know what you need. And I think speaking to someone with wisdom, someone with spiritual counseling in your life will always give you what you need. And so I think even when you feel like you can't walk into that darkness, acknowledge it. Acknowledging it is the first thing of bringing light in. When you're like, when you're just walking by a door that's shut, and you walk by and you walk by and you walk by, it'll never be open. But the moment you see it and you're like, this door is shut, that's the first step to opening the door, because you're acknowledging that it's shut.
Right.
So for me, it's like when those spaces were too dark and it was too overwhelming, it was too big, it's acknowledging first. That's a big wall, or that's a door that is shut, and it's recognizing that there is something greater. There is something beyond that door, beyond that darkness that you don't know. Who are you to know, really? And so you have to it's almost like a calling that you have to sit with it. You have to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
And I think that's when it switches from that inward to the onward.
Yeah.
That's that transition point of, okay, I know I have to bring light to this place.
Yes.
So how do we move on? How do we open the door?
Yes.
How do we open the door?
Yes.
So how do you open the door?
Well, I create anything. A lot of it I don't think is good. But good for us a lot of the time is how it serves people, how it serves society. And sometimes the only way that it's good is because it got me out of that place. But I think and believe that everybody is an artist. And when I say artist, I mean a vessel for creation. Truly, I think everyone has a time where they push beyond the idea that is had, and they push beyond it so much that it forms into the physical. And the time has to be ripe for you to do that. It's like you don't know when the apple is going to fall from the tree, but you know it's ripe because it's fallen from the tree.
Whoa. That hit.
Like, you know what day and time like your creation is going to come, but you know you're in this process because it's going to come. And so being in that process is being an artist. And there are so many ways and roles that I take on, so many hats that both of us wear, that allow us to be vessels for creation. And that moves me onward.
We need to run that back, because you saying that you know the apple is going to fall from the tree. We were talking about this morning, and it's being in that state of welcoming, that state of expecting for light to be there, for creation to be there, for greatness to be there, for blessings to be there.
Yeah.
And I think as like somebody who has been in that mental health journey, you understand those moments where you're like, oh, like nothing's gonna go, nothing. But it's just that, sorry, that was for my own. Everyone else's journey is very different with that. But that was me.
That's your gremlin.
That's my gremlin. That's my inner darkness. But it's when you can shift your perspective or your inner dialogue, that inner knowing, to be, I am welcoming greatness. I'm actually expecting greatness. It might be dark right now, but light is literally just coming through the door 1 second.
Yeah.
It's just running a little late.
Yes.
But it's still, you know it's coming. And that's what hope is, right? Like but it's also, how do I explain that the free will to have the choice of inner dialogue saying this isn't right, this isn't going to happen, is literally the same choice as saying this is going to happen.
Yeah.
That neuroplasticity, is that what it's neuroplasticity? When your brain switches and like can hold different inner dialogues that changes your perspective and your whole neural functioning.
I think neuroplasticity is like, what's in between the hemispheres.
Yeah, but it's like something changes with the inner dialogue. Fact check me.
Yeah.
But I think it's around that.
Yeah.
Anyways, but it's that inner dialogue of saying, okay,
Yeah.
greatness is here.
Yeah.
Greatness is coming.
Yeah, like you can switch your narrative. You literally can write and rewrite and rewrite. And that's what we were talking about before. Like the grace is always there, even if you veer from the path and you're moving toward a different destiny. You know what that feels like. It's like your compass is not pointing towards your north, and you know what it feels like when it is. So you can always get back. You can always just tell yourself, like, I'm gonna change my life.
Yeah.
And I think I've said that to myself so many times with such delusion, with utter delusion, that it actually propelled me forward and onward. That's
it.
But for me, in particular, one of my superpowers, and not a power that I use to wield over other people, but something that is imparted unto me,
Yeah.
is the word. Like, when I speak something or when something is spoken to me, that's when it actually changes. I think it activates something in my brain and in my heart before I even set foot out the door to go after that thing. If I have spoken it, whether it's good or not, that's like my fuel. So I think knowing what kind of fuel it takes for you to move onward, like what gets you up, what strikes a chord within you. If it's like the word, if it's music, if it's talking to one friend, like if it's drawing, whatever. Because it's different for everybody. What will move you onward?
I think this goes, like, talking about moving onward, talking about propelling yourself forward with your why, goes back to the law of motion. When we're talking about what's in rest remains in rest, what's in motion remains in motion. I think we spoke about this, maybe, I'm not sure. But it's doing those small things, those small choices that bring you closer to your purpose, or that feel like they're in alignment to your purpose. When you do the little things, even if it's like you give yourself joy because you know that your purpose is to give others joy, and it's setting that motion forth before you step outside, because then you know when you step outside it'll keep going, it'll keep going, it'll keep going. And that's also the inner dialogue. So when you set motion towards your inner dialogue, when you're saying those blessings, greatness, goodness, when you're saying those things, it goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes, because you've set motion forth. But when you idle, then it's like you can get going, but it's just as easy to stay in the space that you're in. And I think that it goes back to that discussion of inertia when you're in that creative process. And I think like that's something you speak of very well, because even though you've been raised to give thanks and to keep creating, like you have experienced the idleness.
Things at rest stay at rest. So when you're not inching day by day closer or farther to yourself, you're just like a boat at sea with no one steering. No lighthouse.
Or you see the lighthouse, you just don't go towards it.
Like, you're just waiting. Literally, like, waiting in both senses of the word. Not going anywhere. And that sometimes feels worse than going towards something not for you. Like, that feels like the slow and timely decomposition of the spirit, because spirits are movement. Spirits are in the breeze and in the sounds. Like, spirits are naturally vibrating. And when you decide to be idle and you perpetuate the inertia, you're dampening the spirit that is wanting to move through you. The spirit of creation, or the spirit of that one idea that's actually going to save you. You're distancing yourself from it and diluting your ability to hold it.
But fear not.
But there's always a way out. Always. You just go.
Wait, that was really, oh my gosh.
You go.
We did this thing. So, at the beginning of our creative journey, if anything felt unknown, because everything felt unknown. It felt bigger than us.
Yep.
So, what we would do is we would say, was it 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1? 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
It was always 3, 2, 1, go. Take that first step. And it's like,
don't make me do it.
But once you do that first step, once you do that countdown, it's like, okay, motion is set forth. And we actually, this birthed from a moment on a waterfall in Costa Rica. We were at this big whoa.
Like a 40-foot tall waterfall.
I don't know
No
measurements.
exaggeration.
I don't know measurements, but I know that was big. That
Like
was not
too big.
small.
Like too big.
It was not small.
And we're at the top of this waterfall, and we're being asked to jump. Mm-hmm. And I think it's important to note that, like, it wasn't just you and I who decided to jump.
No.
We were being told to jump.
And we could have not. Like, we could have walked away, but we both knew we wanted to.
Yeah.
We were like, there's something here that we want to jump off this waterfall.
Yeah, and we saw someone jump off seconds before us.
Yeah.
We
were
literally
like, okay.
saw it in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is an invitation.
Mm-hmm.
How are we going to do this?
Mm-hmm.
This feels like it's going to lead to something terrible.
Mm-hmm. But that obedience of being like, we're being called to go.
Yeah.
So what do? We can ask questions and ask questions and ask questions and ask questions, but none of the questions will actually take the first step for you. None of the questions will actually take the jump for you. And so it's like, once we ask those questions, feel a little bit of peace, then it's up to you if you want to jump after that 3, 2, 1. But it's saying that 3, 2, 1 that propelled us forward. And so I think that's like a good exercise that we do, that I think it can be taken.
Yeah.
And it's, if you see this big task in front of you, 3, 2, 1, go.
Just do it.
Take one step. Like, you can always take a step back if you need it.
Yeah.
You can always like slow down before the next step. That's okay. But 3, 2, 1, go.
Go.
In the most like nervous system regulated, calm way. 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
go.
Like, know what needs to come next, and 3, 2, 1, get after it.
Mm-hmm. It's the same at the gym. Like, you know, when you're squatting too much, or like you're about to hit a PR in something, any sport actually, like when you're pushing yourself past what your body knows, it's always going to be uncomfortable, but it's that, oh, I can do it, 3, 2, 1, go. Literally trying is the best thing to set motion for it.
Yeah. And we said it to each other. We keep saying it to each other. But you know who said it to us? God. 3, 2, 1, God.
Yeah, I think that's also important in the inward part, is because when you're in the inward and you're reconnecting to that compass, you're in that secret place, reconnecting to whoever, whatever you need, you go to, guides you. You need that before you hear the 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll see other people jumping from different places. And you're like, which one do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? And so it's knowing that voice. It's knowing that instruction is for you. But that goes to the third one. So you have the inward, you have the onward. What about Godward?
Yeah.
What about the thing that's bigger than yourself? What about the thing that's bigger than the task on your list? The thing that is your why? I feel like we could go back to the last episode when we're talking to Mo about joy. And he's doing this. He goes inward, right? He knows what he wants to do. He knows what he wants to create. He goes onward. He starts making these connections. He gets his set list ready. He prepares his whole performance. And then there's the Godward. And it's the in-between spaces. It's that third space, truly, that's reconnecting you to your why, that's opening doors that you don't even know could be opened. It's opening doors that no man can shut. And it's allowing you to be energized in the moments that your flesh does not want to. In the moments that the task list looks too big, but literally, because of something bigger than you, it is being created already. Because you have decided that you are a vessel for this to be created through. So you have the inward, that you know where it's coming from, you know what is for you. You have the onward, where you're setting these physical things forth, the inner dialogue forth. You're welcoming the blessings. You're in the state of expecting. You're in the state of readiness. But then the Godward is when it's actually moving through you.
And being a vessel, as we talked about, being an artist, being a vessel for creation. Once you're there and you're in that process of being a vessel, that takes a relinquishing of yourself and your problems and your mishaps and your world in order to be a steward for the experience of joy or music or bliss or love. And you losing yourself or putting yourself aside for one moment allows God, allows spirit, allows the vibration of that thing to take hold of you and to move you. And that sounds a little bit scary, but because you have cultivated that relationship with whatever entity, whatever spirit, whatever is in that secret place with you, you know that that's actually where your self goes. Your self is in the care of that spirit while that spirit is caring for you. So you're actually fine. Like, you're doing God's work. That's why we say, like, God's work is actually the work that God wants to do with you, through you. And it's some of the most spiritual experiences that can happen as an artist, as a creator. And I like to say, when we're in that state, we're dancing with God. We're dancing with the spirit. And it doesn't end. There's no end point. You know, there can be a culmination to that creation or an end to that event or a final brushstroke in that painting. But that work, you know, doesn't end. The work will circulate and it will give the people what it needs. And then it will circle back to you and give you what you need. But again, being open to welcoming that is all of it. It's like inward and onward and Godward.
What is the one scripture of him being a light upon your steps, like a lamp upon your step, and how it's like just your step? It's just your step. It's not the whole thing. It's not the whole path that's lit in front of you, but it's the first step, and then the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. And so I think when we go back to what do you do in that darkness is you take a step. Take a step even if it's in darkness. Because I think if you're in that state of expecting and of welcoming, that light will come.
Light will come. And I want to pose one question.
Okay.
We speak the language of saying, you know, Godward.
Yeah.
God speaks to us. We're doing God's work.
Yeah.
We probably have listeners that don't ever speak to God.
Yeah. Maybe this can be actually. Let's rearrange. Let's put this in the front.
Let's put this in the front.
This is our preface.
What do we say to people who don't have the word God in their vocabulary? The word.
Okay. Your higher self. Your highest self. Pachamama, Mother Earth, Divine Mother.
I'd say spirit. Maybe universal energy.
Universe. Love. Light.
But if you don't have God in your vocabulary, like, you do know where you go when you're in that secret place. When you desire something you ask for it, you know, who or what are you asking? It's in here.
I think, like, even if you're somebody, there's actually a lot of ways you can look at this. But if you're somebody who sets goals and you're like, oh, I'm atheist, that's fine, do your thing. But it's like who within you, your highest self, knows that you'll achieve those goals.
Yeah. Your future self.
Your future self, that's a good one.
Your ideal self.
Or even your younger self.
Yeah, your favorite self.
Your favorite self.
Even your ancestors, if you connect to them, like, you know, they are looking out for you and guiding you, but you can't see them. I think that's mainly what we're saying, is like some thing, some entity, whether it's you or another, that you cannot see, that is not in this physical plane, but that has a loving influence on your life that you can feel.
If God is not in your vocabulary.
If God is not in your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Or switch that out, but that's the feeling.
But that's the part of going inward, is like, I know, for me, my secret place is, like, Jesus. My secret place is God.
Yeah, my secret place is God as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, that's why inward's the first step before moving onward. And that goes back to the first episode of knowing yourself before you create. Like, knowing what your name means.
Yeah.
Before you create.
Yeah.
Go inward before you go onward. Go onward and then trust that Godward is there. Okay, so 3 questions then. Maybe 4, maybe 5. But the first one, have you been going inward? How today can you set time aside, set breath aside, set love aside to go inward? What do you get from it? What does inward reveal to you? And how can you set motion forth to start going outward? And how can you surrender yourself in the going to allow creation to move through you? Light work.
That was about 17 questions.
Sorry.
I have a question.
Okay.
So, we're at the beginning of a new month. I would ask, in the months prior, what felt good?
And not like just good and then went away.
Yeah.
What lingered goodness?
Yeah, not like, that lollipop was so nice.
Now my tummy hurts.
Now my tummy hurts. But what, like, set your soul ablaze? What was recurring in this year that felt good and then felt better and then felt better and then felt better
Then felt best.
then felt best?
Good, better, best. Never let it rest until you got it better and your better is your best.
And what do you want to do, you know, in that threshold of this year into next that can make it even better? That can steward and keep perpetuating that feeling? And then what didn't feel so good?
I was gonna say,
What was
with
a
light
little,
is darkness,
what
with
was a
darkness is
little
light.
crunchy, a little,
Sticky.
yeah.
And if that's an action, if that's a situation, if that's an inner dialogue, what are you leaving?
Yeah,
What are you stepping away from and stepping towards?
yeah. What good is it doing for you to let go of that thing?
You know that exercise of saying "what if"?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. So it's like that practice of embodying these different situations. And for me, if I'm really stressed about something, I'm like, what if I just let go? What would it feel like if I just let go? And it's like, oh, all of a sudden my whole body's relaxed. Or what would it feel like if I paid my debt? It's paid. And it's like that embodiment of it's already done. It's already written. But it's also just that's a way that you can see if something feels good or if something doesn't feel good.
Right.
It's like, what if I didn't do this? Okay. What if I did?
Right. It's like practicing the person that you want to become.
So what if I didn't wash the dishes now and I saved them for later? But what if I did?
I see.
And it goes from like the little things to like the bigger things and the bigger things and the bigger things. And then you move with it.
Yeah.
And it's embodying who you want to be.
Yeah.
Embodying what you want to be experiencing.
That's a good one.
I have another question. So this morning is the one that we were talking about when you have a wall in front of you. So maybe I'll do a visualization for us quickly.
Okay.
Okay, shut your eyes. Shut them. You don't have to, but
If you want.
if you want. So land in your body. Allow like your whole being to just be exactly where you are now. Allow your breath to do its thing. Allow your forehead to release any tension, your jaw to release any tension. And I want you to picture a wall in front of you. I want you to picture something that has been blocking your path. Whether it's a situation, maybe it's something like a job, or it's something you have to pay, or something that you've been dreading. It's just a block, and it's taking up space on your path. Whatever first comes to mind, I want you to look over the wall, because that's the direction you're going. I want you to picture the wall breaking down. I want you to picture the path going around the wall, going under the wall, going over the wall. I want you to picture yourself expecting the wall to move and allow it to. Because whatever is above you, whatever is greater than you, is also greater than the wall. So know that any block on this path is destined to be moved. Any block on this path, any wall on this path is not bigger than your God. It's not bigger than your Creator. It's not bigger than your purpose. And then give thanks that it's gone. Give thanks that it's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. And that's the moving onward by going, like trusting Godward, right? It's like, okay, expect this wall to go, the wall is gone, and onward we go. Because there's so many paths, by His grace, there are so many paths around this wall. And it'll come down.
That was so good. I
Yeah.
needed that one.
It's like those mental blocks. They're big ones, but they can always be.
Yeah. Those visualizations are so necessary. It's like part of the spiritual hygiene that must be upkept at the beginning of every month of every season. So this is a good place to start.
It's a good place to begin again, to begin again,
And to be.
and to be. what do we say at the start? The darkness, you first have to acknowledge it, to be aware of it, for a light to be welcomed in. And so just being is doing more work than you know. Just being isn't inertia. Just being isn't stuck. Just being isn't anything bad. But it's actually the beginning of the countdown. And the in-between of the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
3, 2, 1, go. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, thank you, God.
Thanks.
Thank you, Monique.
Thank you, God. Thank you, Morgan Grace.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for listening, for breathing with us, being with us, and creating in the third space. See you next time.
Inward, onward, go.